Hey guys, it's Francesca Lana, and you're listening to Pop Fusion Talk. And today we're joined by actor Sir Brodie. You may have seen him in HBO's The Outsider, NCIS, Survivor's Remorse, and many more. Welcome to the show, Sir Brodie. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. Just another day in quarantine.
Yeah, I actually I left LA in March right at the beginning and came to North Carolina to be near my family, which is where I'm from, North Carolina. So I just came here and been hanging out here with my family ever since.
Oh, that's so awesome. And I hear the North Carolina accent in your voice. It came out just now. Love it.
Oh yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that, you're with your family and you're staying safe. So let me ask you, with working in the entertainment industry, how do you think things are going to change after this whole COVID-19 pandemic?
Man, I think that as far as actors go, we do a lot of auditioning in LA. You go in person for a lot of
Mhm.
auditions, like for the first rounds. I think the first round, that in person thing is going to be eliminated. I think we will do a lot more taping, videotaping, and sending in those tapes for the first rounds of auditions. Um, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen fairly quickly when the industry gets back going. Um, and I don't know how it's going to be on set because I was talking with my manager and agent, and it's like I don't know how you can protect the actors.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It seems
some
like
way,
it's going to be.
somehow, we're going to have to. Yeah, go ahead.
No, no. I was saying, yeah, it seems like it's going to be interesting as far as like what you're saying, protecting the actors, because how are actors going to do kissing scenes, hand holding scenes, in the bed scenes, any type of romantic couple, close scenes? I mean, will they wearing a mask the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much you're always in close contact with other actors in your scene. It's whether you're kissing or you're just having a conversation. Definitely
Yeah.
not 6 feet. Um, I don't know. It's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think what you're saying is right. They're probably going to have auditions like first round, like virtually, and then just try to limit people coming in as much as they can. But
Yeah.
I've already heard that Tyler Perry's studios are reopening. I think I read July. June or July? Did you hear about that?
I heard that was going to be happening. That he was going to be opening up and shooting his shows there.
Mhm.
I know that like we shot P Valley there. P Valley is a new show that's going to be coming on Stars this summer. So there was other
Nice.
shows. There was other shows shooting on his lot.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know if they're going to continue that right now. But I heard he's going to be shooting his shows there.
Oh, that's awesome. So with shooting on Tyler, you shot at Tyler Perry Studios. What was the name of the show that you shot there?
It's P Valley. It's a new series that'll be airing on Stars this summer.
Oh, super cool. What was that experience like?
Um, I mean, it was great. Katori Hall, she's like an award-winning playwright. Um, she has this TV series that she's basically adapted one of her plays into a TV series with Stars Network. I had a
Mhm.
chance to play on that show for an episode for this first season, and I'm kind of excited to see how that show does. Very interesting
Yeah.
concept about a strip club in Mississippi.
Mm. Love it.
Yeah.
my gosh, speaking of that, like, do you think those will open up ever? I mean, that is just some serious, like, super close contact. Like,
Yeah.
like, how do you think that industry will be affected? I was listening to, actually not listening to, excuse me, I was watching an episode of The Real, and one of the hosts was saying that they were talking about creating some like virtual strip club app. I'm like, I don't know if people will think that's the same, but I guess.
Yeah, I heard they were doing some virtual things. I really, I haven't really been in the strip clubs for some time now, so I don't really pay attention
Kudos to you for that.
uh,
Yeah.
but
So
I'm
funny.
assuming that industry is going to be hurting for a while.
Yeah, I think a lot of industries are. So, as far as in your industry as an actor, what are you currently working on right now? Do you have any reoccurring roles or supporting roles or guest star roles? Like, what's the last thing that you did shoot? Was it that project that you just talked about?
Well, that's not the last thing I shot. I think what's the last thing I shot?
I
um,
know I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. So.
I think NCIS Los Angeles was the last thing I shot, but it has already aired.
Mhm.
P Valley is the only project I have left that hasn't aired yet.
Mhm.
Um, and then we were just in the process of auditioning and before the pandemic, and now it's just kind of like so
Yeah.
it's nothing. Just keeping our fingers crossed, and it'll pick back up soon, eventually, and there'll be some opportunities to work.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, your resume is super extensive. Out of all the roles that you've played, what has been your favorite role to date and why?
Man, because I've loved and enjoyed every role I play,
Yeah.
but because because Survivor's Remorse gave me an opportunity to play more of a media role.
Mhm.
It's the biggest role I've played so far in my career, and having a character to develop that character within 2 seasons, um, that was like so much fun, and I don't know, it just felt like I was a part of a family. Most of the time,
Yeah.
we as day players, we go on a show, we may shoot that day or a couple of days during that week, maybe an episode or two, and then you're gone. It's on to the next one. So Survivor's Remorse gave me an opportunity to actually feel like I was a part of the family.
Love it. Yeah, there's nothing like that actual feeling of, coming on set and feeling so welcome. Like you said, even if you're not like a recurring series regular, but, just to be able to come on set and still feel that feeling, that's super awesome. Well, congratulations on that. In addition to that, I also read that you are really big into philanthropy. Can you tell us about how you've used your platform to give back to the community? That's pretty much what Pop Fusion is about. We celebrate celebrities who are using their platform for social good.
Yeah, I do a lot, several things. One of the things I work with an organization in Atlanta, um, Men Making Moves. Eric Matthews, a former Super Bowl player for the Green Bay Packers, he started an organization where he reached out to several of us men to be on the board and participate in it. So I started that. I initially moved from Atlanta to LA 2 years ago. So this started about 4 years ago. And we were able to go out into the community to the underprivileged kids. We had Home Depot sponsored like bird kits, things like that. And we went into the neighborhoods and built bird houses with the kids. It was a great opportunity to connect with the kids and do those things.
Oh,
We do a
wow.
lot of we did a lot of fundraising, like celebrity flag football. We raised money for American Heart Association, um, American Cancer, the Cancer Association. We raise funds for. Um, and I participate for Girls Who Brunch Tour, which is a organization that works with inner city young girls. Um, we do like a celebrity. Actually, we're scheduled for Memorial Day weekend, which I don't think that's going to happen, for a basketball game in Atlanta, where we get together and we do that to raise funds, and then we speak at a banquet for them. Man, here in my hometown of Lexington, North Carolina, before the pandemic, before schools were out, I actually came in November and volunteered to do a workshop. So, and that was like my very first one. So, my ultimate goal was to start doing these free acting workshops to introduce the kids to the entertainment industry and the acting side of things, and then talk to them about other career opportunities within acting. Um, Man, what else
Wow.
I do?
I mean, that from what you said, that's super awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So I try
Yeah.
my best to use the blessings that I've had to be able to be a blessing and inspire and encourage others to go for these
Yeah,
things.
definitely. I mean, especially I think too, being from like, from North Carolina and then, these bigger states like Georgia and California, like it's really cool that you've been able to bring like that experience from like Hollywood, Atlanta, like acting back to your hometown to teach kids how to get in the industry because from their perspective from North Carolina and you even growing up there, like did you ever think like that you would make it in Hollywood? Hollywood is so competitive.
Not in a million years did I ever
Yeah.
think that I was going to be an actor on TV shows. I was an athlete all my life. I played sports, played college football. Everything was about sports. Then I graduated, got my college degree, and I was like, I'm going to work this corporate job, make this money, da da da. I was on the corporate path, and at the age of 45, I was working in Atlanta in office equipment, selling office equipment, and I was just burnt out. And they had a
Mm.
casting call for some football coaches and players for a new TV show shooting in Atlanta. And I was like, look, I played football all my life. I can definitely go be a coach without any training. And I just went to the casting call on a whim. It turned out to be for background actors for this USA Network show called Necessary Roughness. Um, I go through the casting call. They go through my questionnaire. They find out I played football with the gentleman who owned the casting company. So it turns out
Wow.
one of my ex teammates owned this casting company. It was like, what? So eventually he
Alignment.
basically was like, yeah, he's like, I got you. So I ended up doing background, um, Necessary Roughness for like 3 seasons. I just fell in love with the whole atmosphere, industry, but having that sales and athletic background, I couldn't just stay as a background actor. I wanted to be on first team. I wanted a line. I
Mhm.
wanted to say one word, and so I would talk with some of the principal actors who we were there so much we just became friends with them. And Greg Allen Williams recommended that I just go ahead and start taking some classes and just seek out some theater, local theater. So I started doing that. I started doing local theater, started taking classes every week. Um, and within like a year or two, I booked my first television role on this TV show, Sleepy Hollow. Played a pastor, and then I just didn't look back. Just kept going.
Wow. Look at that. What a beautiful story. I mean, it just shows you like what faith can do, and then it also shows you the importance of your journey because had you not had that athletic background, you wouldn't have known the casting, the owner of the company that was casting, and then without your sales background and athletic background, you wouldn't even have been a fit for that role. So it's like
Hmm.
everything from like that you did in your life led up to that moment and to this moment. And I think it's great that you mentioned even being at 45 years old because I think a lot of people think they have to start accomplishing their goals like when they're 21 or they put this time limit. But you know, like being 45 and still going, like opportunities are endless. So that's really, really awesome.
Oh yeah, I tell everyone, man, it's never too late. Pursue your dreams. I actually thought I was like, man, I'm too old for this. Like, there's no way I'm gonna make it. I ended up becoming a stand-in for Richard Roundtree on the first season of Being Mary Jane. So that was all in the transition of me going from playing background to being stand-in. Um, and while I was working as stand-in for him, I would conversate with him a lot, and he was like, "Look, man, you can work, never retire as an actor." He's like, "Look at me,
Mm.
I'm still working. I'm 70 some years old." And he was like, "You never have to retire, so it's never too late. They need someone at every age." And when he said that to me, it just gave me a boost of confidence to just push hard.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And he's right. If you look at TV, I mean, everybody is on TV, all different ages, demographic, types, sizes, skin colors. It's like
Hmm.
there's so much room for diversity, especially like in the commercial world and oh, there's just so many opportunities. I mean, wow, that's so incredible. I'm just super inspired by this interview. And to everybody listening, thank you so much for tuning in. Sir Brodie, where can all of our fans find you on social media and keep up with you?
Um, on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat is actor Sir Brodie. Um, and they can follow me there on Twitter as actor Sir Brodie. I spend a lot of time on Instagram. Um, so they can reach me at there or on my website, which is www.sirbrody.com.
Super awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Pop Fusion Talk. I'm Francesca Alana. Please be sure to visit www.popfusiontv.com for more exclusive celebrity interviews. Take care.